Well, that was a pretty great couple of days. You know, even if the weather wasn't quite to the satisfactory of many, it was nice being up at Cuckoo Lake. But for better or for worse, I'm back here now. It's good to be back home. And I feel energized. I feel relaxed. And honestly, if you come back from any kind of vacation, you're feeling that way, it means you did a good job. Oh, technically, if you feel relaxed and, ready to go, but you still don't want to go back, that's how you know you did a good job. But regardless, I'm feeling really great right now. This particular set of 100 days off to probably about as great of a start as you could hope for, or as I could hope for. And yeah, happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. My low would be, I guess, you know what? This really is such as the life of, not just my life, but everybody else's, when it's quite literally Memorial Day, and anyone who's up at Cuckoo Lake will probably be heading home later. And it was probably the nicest day ever. And you literally saw yesterday's video. It was literally nice that whole day. But that's just how it works. But, I was up there for a little while. I got to enjoy the weather. Not much more needs to be said about that. My high was I actually went to a baseball game yesterday. Yeah. You probably, there was a game on Memorial Day. Not an official game, but Horseheads and Elmira had a what's called the 100-inning game, where they did it for a fundraiser for I believe it's the Josh Palmer Fund, I think is what it was for. But you know what? I had never seen a Horseheads baseball game, although this Wednesday, if they're home, I might go see them because it's the sectional final. And it really is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun watching softball, and yeah, that was great too. But there really is something that needs to be said about how rightfully American it is to watch a baseball game on Memorial Day. That's just awesome. That's just how it is. And my act of kindness was, before I went home from the lake yesterday, I helped my parents with a lot of stuff. I helped my mom vacuum some places that, she can't reach. I helped bring a couple old TVs from upstairs to downstairs. I helped my dad rake a whole bunch of leaves on the beach. And I even helped my neighbor find her AirPod, which she lost her. Oh, eventually it was my mom, my dad, and myself. We tried to help our neighbor find her AirPod because she was power washing and fell out of her right ear. And my mom, being the undisputed master at finding things, found it, which is crazy. So yeah, honestly, it was a great Memorial Day weekend. I'm feeling rested and ready to go. And, yeah, I can't wait to go back up to the lake this weekend. It's going to be, I've got a new routine now. I do, it's going to be, it will be a bit of an adjustment first, but it'll be a good adjustment. I have a lot to talk about. So first and foremost, I actually went to bed early on Sunday, so I wasn't able to see the newest episode of Rick and Morty, but I did, and I'll tell you what, If you're a fan of Rick and Morty, I mean, yeah, I know Rick isn't really the most nice character on the show, and that's putting it mildly. But to do what he did to Morty and Summer, all because they took his phone charger, and yeah, that was crazy. Although I don't want, again, like Rick and Morty's one of those shows where I don't want to give away too much because I mean it's that good, and yesterday's episode really was that good. I will say this though. If you watch Rick and Morty, then I'm sure you know that they always have like an end credit sequence at the end of every episode. Obviously after the credits. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, someone from Rick and Morty saw the movie Sinners. Which is, okay, listen, I know how animation works. Animation takes years to develop and stuff like that. So obviously, this episode was probably in development before the movie Sinners was. But Sinners premiered before this episode did, obviously. So I'm thinking somewhere along the line, someone behind the scenes knew that Sinners was coming out, and they did something based off of, like, it was very, they did some of the vampires. Which, once again, hello, my name is Nick Cutler. I do not mess with vampires. I'm going to keep it there. But yeah, Rick and Morty's back. Loved it. Can't wait for next week's episode. And hopefully next Sunday, maybe this upcoming Sunday, I'll be here to watch it. And, ooh, I could do a short based off of that, couldn't I? I might actually do, I might do just that. I'll have to consider that. But I have a lot more to talk about, so there was a new One Piece Manga Chapter that came out this week. So let's get into that as well. Which I actually got to the first page before I started the video. That's how I always do it. Plus, on Viz, they conveniently tell you what chapter it is on the upper left-hand corner, which is nice. I love the cover spread of this chapter. Yeah, it's very nice. It's like, aw. It's, basically, every once in a while, Oda will do, like, the maid cafe where a bunch of, like, female characters from One Piece will be, you know, dressed in maid outfits and stuff. I like in this one that he includes Lilith and Bonnie in here. And Bonnie is, like, a little kid. Which, I mean, Bonnie is a kid. But we never really get to see Bonnie as the 12-year-old little girl that she is. So this is nice. It's refreshing to see. Okay, this is actually kind of funny because I first read the thing that Bonnie's carrying is like Rip, and obviously like her arm is covering the word off, but what she's holding kind of looks like in the shape of a tombstone. Like it's not Rip, like no, it's Rip off. It's what it is. Anyway, let's begin with One Piece Chapter 1149. 1 second. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Okay, looks like pick up right where we left off. Scopper Goodbye attacks Summers. Awesome. Like that. Okay. Ooh. This is some great fight choreography. And the Straw Hats are just completely mesmerized by the fact that Scopper Caban's attacks are working. Okay. Okay, now I'm just talking to the other Straw Hats about the fact that they met Scopper Caban at the castle. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I like the fact that even though Robin is tied up with Summers' thorns, like she's able to try and help. Although Jinbei points out that, Robin's style of fighting won't work on Summers because of the whole thorns thing. Ooh, interesting. Huh. That is quite interesting. Crimson Lotus Hell. That's an attack that Summers is doing. Could that be based on the first level of Impel Down? Interesting. Let's see. Oh, nice. That's a really good attack. Oh, accidentally. Just cut off like Scott Gabon from like the shoulder up. That's awesome. Oh, Chopper. Way to go. Like, he's like, okay, Scott Gabon was able to hurt someone who's immortal. We need to figure out how to do that so we don't have to deal with that problem later. That's actually very proactive from Chopper's point. I mean, Chopper's a doctor, he's known for healing people and stuff. So, to see Chopper do something like this is quite fascinating. Okay, let's see. Back to the library. Library's burning. Killiam says, well done. Okay. Oh, Robin's looking at the library burn. Oh. Oh. Well, the good news is Ranja's safe. Gunko was actually very good in her word, not making Ranja fall off if they burned down the library, which is nice. But now Ranja's sad because, she's like, I'm sorry I'm alive. I'm sorry that everything's burning because of me. I'm like, no, it's not your fault. I mean, you did what you had to do. I mean, you really did. You wanted. Well, technically, they chose to burn down the library. Well, the people that chose to burn down the library. Ranja was actually going to jump off to save everybody. Okay, Ranja's one of my favorites now. Okay, this is awesome. Okay. Oh no. Don't. Oh no! Oh. Why? Okay, so Scott Gabon is about to attack Gunko, right? And Gunko says, you do know your resistance means I have to kill these hostages and the children, right? One of which being Colin, Scopper's son. And Scopper's like, Colin, don't speak up. Don't say who I am. And then Colin's like, Daddy. I'm like, oh no. Gunko's going to attack Colin now. Oh no. Ooh. Oh. Oh, there's a flashback of when Colin was born and Scopper is with Ripley and oh, that's a very beautiful moment right there. Okay, it looks like Scopper could probably save everyone as long as he's got a second to do so. Hey, 1 second, that's the title of the chapter. Before things spiral out of control. Stop to this. Oh no. Wait, did Scott Bond just use Future Sight? He did! And it looks like he won't be able to save Colin if he does, if he keeps going. So he had to yield. Oh no. Scopper is falling. No. Wait, is Chopper falling with him to save him? Oh, he is. Okay. Alright. Go Chopper. Man, Chopper's really grasping this chapter. Wait, is Gunko having a flashback with... No. Is that Brooke? I mean, we don't really know much about Brooke's history. Maybe. Ooh. Wait. What? Is Emu speaking? Emu is speaking. Oh my god, Emu is actually possessing Gunko and is speaking through Gunko. And... oh, that last panel just gave me the chills. Oh, that last panel just gave me the chills. Oh my god. Oh, this is a good chapter, man. This was worth waiting a while for. I loved it. Okay, I need to do one last thing. I believe this should be the 16th First We Feast guest on One Piece. First We Feast guest on Hot Ones. One Piece Hot Ones. Man, I'm so excited. I'm messing things up. Okay, so now the 16th guest on Hot Ones in 2025 is... ooh, Anna Armas. Okay. I know she was recently nominated for an Oscar for playing Marilyn Monroe. I mean, I heard the movie wasn't very good, but she was good in it. Was she nominated for an Academy Award? Yeah, she was nominated for playing Marilyn Monroe in Blonde. And, ooh, she was first Cuban nominated for Academy Award for Best Actress. Yeah, she's a Cuban American. Wait, is she? Oh, Cuban and Spanish. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, Anna de Armas is gonna be on Hot Ones. Awesome. I should probably get going, but man, this is... man, I tell you what, it's busy doing housekeeping like this, but I got to read a One Piece Manga Chapter and do a Hot Ones guest reveal in the same video. Not that I want to make that a regular thing, because the YouTube title is going to be crazy to figure out how to type, but yeah, man, this is awesome. I hope you all like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble this video for all of you guys watching the show today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, when you guys want to talk shit, we here to learn the host are back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.